In this week's video, we visit Yosemite and find out what makes this one of America's most dog-friendly national parks in this brand new episode from Golden Canine Campers.
Hi everyone!
Hi everybody!
So we're on our way. Oh jeez.
Oh, Sandy's already starting.
So we're on our way to Yosemite.
And
we're really excited.
We're really excited. We're actually 15 minutes early.
Yeah, that's
Oh my! But
that's
we do
crazy.
Still stop. We got to stop at Ace
But
Harbor.
that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
So we're actually early today. We're not leaving until 10 because we're kind of making a pit stop on our way to Yosemite.
We're stopping in Visalia.
And we're going to stay at our first koa. We've never stayed at a koa before. That'll be exciting. Then we'll get an early start tomorrow morning.
Yep.
And
hopefully get to Yosemite by like 10.
All right. Bye.
And we're having pizza for dinner.
Pizza.
Yeah.
On our trip to Yosemite, we made a pit stop at the Koa Campground in Visalia. It was a 5-hour drive from Las Vegas and was only 2 hours away from Yosemite, allowing us to get to Yosemite early. The campground has 95 sites, including full hookup and tent sites. It's a nice location that's relatively close to Yosemite and Sequoia National Parks. The park is dog-friendly and has amenities such as pool, showers, and even a dog park. The restrooms were clean, and we enjoyed our stay there.
Hey everybody.
Hi.
So, yeah, we spent the night at the Visalia koa.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
It was really nice. Got terrible reviews online, but it was nice.
No.
The train was loud at night.
Yeah, it woke us up. Train just kept
Going by.
and hooting. This was a nice little campground. It was great.
Yeah.
Great little stop over. If you have a really long drive to Yosemite, and we'll see you there. Okay.
Yosemite National Park was first set aside in 1864 and covers approximately 1,200 square miles. During summer days, an entrance permit is required for entrance to the park in order to limit overcrowding. Yosemite Valley is the most popular destination in the park, and there you can view many of the famous waterfalls and domes contained in the park. It is also the start of many hiking trails that take you to the tops of the domes and waterfalls. Bike paths traverse the valley, making it easy to get around. The bike paths also provide great options for dog-friendly walks that take you to the most popular sites. Rock climbing and river rafting are also popular activities in Yosemite. Sorry guys, we missed taping the entrance into the Yosemite Park because everybody was loving on the dogs and we got kind of distracted. So we're now in the park. We're heading down the road. It's beautiful. But we're heading to our first trail, which we should get to in about 4 miles.
The Wawona Meadow Loop Trail is a beautiful 3.5-mile stroll around one of Yosemite's largest meadows. The trail is dog-friendly and is wide, smooth, and mostly flat. The trail skirts the meadow and is surrounded by towering pines. In the spring and early summer, there are beautiful wildflowers that dot the landscape. With its relatively low elevation and flat surface, this is one of the best places in the park to go for a run. The trail also travels around a portion of a 9-hole golf course that is currently closed, and you also walk by the historic Wawona Hotel. The trail is a little over 4 miles from Yosemite's south entrance and 20 miles from Yosemite Valley, making it a short trip to this lovely locale.
I would suggest parking at the Wawona Hotel and then walking across to the start of the trailhead. And look at the pretty flowers by the Wawona. So we've just done our first hike here at Yosemite, and it was beautiful. It was nice and flat, there was no rocks, just pine coney, nice flowers, beautiful meadows. I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
The dogs really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so for the dog lovers, or if you take your dogs to Yosemite, you definitely want to come in on the southwest side and kind of start off or end a little over 3 miles. Took us an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes to do. And it's just beautiful. Dog-friendly score of a 9. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Tunnel view's coming up.
Okay, tunnel view.
Tunnel view.
The suppression of natural forest fires, leading to larger accumulations of woody debris and smaller trees, has created the potential for a catastrophic ground fire in Yosemite. However, since 1970, The National Park Service has restored fire to much of Yosemite to return to the natural balance. This has succeeded in part to limit the damage. Still, evidence of uncontrolled fires over the last 10 years can be seen on your drive through the park. In 2013, the Rim Fire burned approximately 255,000 acres, of which 77,000 were within Yosemite. At the time, it was the largest unnatural forest fire in California. The Ferguson Fire in 2018 also burned portions of the park, and the park was closed down as a result of smoke and to allow for firefighter access. The Creek Fire in 2020 also caused a temporary closure of the park.
One of the most famous scenic overlooks in Yosemite is Tunnel View. Originally built in 1933, the tunnel leads park visitors from the south entrance to an unforgettable view of Yosemite Valley. Reaching a length of 4,233 feet, it's the longest highway tunnel in California. The tunnel was created by boring a road through a mountain of granite. The scenic overlook offers breathtaking views of the entire Yosemite Valley, including El Capitan, Bridal Veil Falls, and Half Dome. It provides millions of park visitors a breathtaking introduction to the iconic granite walls that surround Yosemite Valley. North Pines is one of 3 campgrounds available for reservation in Yosemite Valley. There are 81 single-family campsites for tents, trailers, or RVs. There are no hookups, but there are flush toilets and water available at the restrooms. Each site includes a picnic table, fire ring, and bare food storage locker. The campground is located alongside the beautiful Merced River. You have stunning views of Half Dome, North Dome, and Sentinel Peak from the campground. Curry Village is within walking distance with a restaurant, bar, and grocery store. Reservations are extremely difficult to get at recreation.gov. Typically, campsites are open 6 months in advance and are booked almost immediately. For tips on how to make Yosemite campground reservations, check out my video above.
This is our campsite. We have a rock. There's our bench, our fire pit, and our area.
Our beer. So there's our campsite right there. And then we have this beautiful peak right here. And then we have Half Dome right there. So this is our view outside of our clam shelter. And it's around 7 o'clock or so, the sun's setting. You can see our kids are hanging out in the tent.
They're very exhausted.
Everybody's kind of exhausted. Jake is looking out. He sees squirrels sometimes. And this is the view of the Merced River from our clam shelter. So this is right from our campground, and the way the light is hitting Half Dome is just amazing. Hey guys.
Hello.
Morning. So we're getting ready. This is our first, I guess, official day in Yosemite, and we're about ready to go for a hike. I think it's around 10 a.m. or so. So today we're gonna go to
It's 9:40.
9:48. We did pretty good. So today we're gonna do the lower Yosemite Falls, and probably
walk around the valley.
See you guys on the hike. Got North Dome over here. Got Half Dome over here. We've got Sentinel Dome over here. You're just surrounded by these beautiful rock formations everywhere you look. It's just amazing. So we're still on our way to lower Yosemite Falls, and it's just beautiful through here.
Lower Yosemite Falls is a short 1-mile loop trail that offers spectacular views of both the upper and lower falls. The lower falls are the final 320-foot drop of North America's tallest waterfall. During spring and early summer, the sound of the falls can be deafening from the footbridge, and you can expect to get a little wet with the mist that's generated from the falls. Many exhibits dot the paved trail, providing history about the area. Take your time on the trail, as it offers different vantage points of Yosemite Falls and Yosemite Creek. At the base of the falls, many visitors go off trail and do a little boulder hopping. Although we wouldn't advise it, both me and Nicole had a great time getting closer to the falls and getting a little soaked. If you decide to do this, we'd recommend hiking boots with good grip, as the boulders are very slippery. If you're ready for more stunning views after visiting the falls, extend your hike with a stroll through Cook's Meadow. The trail is a 1-mile loop trail that is right next to the falls trailhead. You can saunter through the center of Yosemite Valley in this beautiful meadow, which offers stunning views of Yosemite Falls, Half Dome, and Sentinel Rock.
Okay,
So we're doing the wrap-up of our hike yesterday that we were too tired to do after we finished the hike.
so we went to Lower Yosemite Falls from the North Pines Campground. It's about a 2-mile walk or so to probably the start of the trailhead for Lower Yosemite Falls. And then I guess the loop around is maybe half a mile or so. Seems like a little bit longer than that. Just beautiful seeing the falls. And we actually, both of us went, climbed up the falls a little ways. So Nicole,
I climbed up first and see how bad it was going to be for Daryl to climb up. We didn't wear our hiking shoes, so that was kind of a mistake. We were wearing tennis shoes. It was a little slippery to climb on the boulders.
it's a lot of fun just to climb up the boulders, and then to get really close to the falls is just amazing. And yeah, so we've got some really good photos of us up there. We did counterclockwise. Clockwise, I guess, is the way you're supposed to go, but on the way back, then we got to see the falls from a different vantage point. It was just really beautiful.
The trail is both a mixture of shade and sun. We did have enough water, so we weren't really worried about them, but they do like to rest in the shade, so we did that.
So then after that, we went, did a loop around Cook's Meadow, I think is what it's called, and the swinging bridge.
The
Beautiful.
bridge wasn't swinging though. We don't know why it's called a swinging
Yeah, we
bridge.
don't know why it's called swinging bridge. I was expecting it to swing a little bit, but it's not.
No swinging.
But then we did a loop around the meadow, which is just beautiful. Once again, just perfect for dogs. And then we got a whole different vantage point of the falls a little bit further away.
I think Jake's little nose is blocking me.
Jake, if you want to be on the video,
Yeah, I want to be star.
Jake, look at the camera. If you want to be the star, you got to look at the camera. There you go. There you go.
So today we're off to Tuolomne Grove, which is giant sequoias. It's
I guess
about a 30-minute drive from here, and then it's a road. We're going to walk up 2 miles about.
we're going to go 2 miles probably up and then 2 miles back. So we'll get some really nice pictures of the giant sequoias. And then after that, we're going to come back and we're going to do lunch, and then we're going to go to
Mirror Lake.
a mile walk paved to the lake, and then a mile walk back. And so, and that's also dog friendly. So we have a bunch of dog friendly hike within Yosemite National Park, which is just amazing.
All right.
Okay, guys, see you out there. El Capitan. Oh my God. So amazing.
For another dog-friendly hike, head 20 miles west to the Tuolomne Grove of giant sequoias. The drive from Yosemite Valley is beautiful as it follows along the Merced River, and there's a beautiful waterfall that we'd highly recommend stopping at to grab some photos. The hike to the grove is strenuous, as the first mile is all downhill and the climb back to the parking lot is all uphill. Make sure to bring plenty of water, as none is available at the bottom. The hike took us about 2 hours to complete. The sequoias are scattered in a dense forest of Douglas firs and sugar pines. The hike is dog-friendly, and they'll really enjoy the smells and the sounds of the forest. There is a great photo opportunity at the giant tunnel tree, which is a fire-scarred sequoia that was tunneled out in 1878 to increase tourism.
Look at that. Just neat.
Our last dog-friendly hike in Yosemite is Mirror Lake. It's a 2-mile out-and-back trail which follows an access road and runs along the beautiful Merced River. The stroll is nicely shaded with tall pine trees and lies just below Half Dome and offers stunning views. The lake is seasonal, and in the spring you can see reflections of Mount Watkins, which we are fortunate enough to view. In the summer, the lake becomes a meadow. Dogs aren't allowed in the meadow or in the lake, but we saw lots of kids and adults splashing around in the lake.
So we just finished up our last day here at Yosemite. It's been a beautiful trip. We couldn't have really asked for much better weather. We could have asked for better hikes. Everything was just about perfect.
We did 2 hikes today, which was the Tuolomne kind of grove of sequoias, which was about a 3-mile hike. If you're coming to Yosemite and you need a place to go with your dogs, that's one trip. It takes you about 30 minutes to get there. It's a beautiful drive along the Merced River. You just can't ask for anything more. What do we give them? We want to give them a...
yeah, that's good. I would give that one a 9. 8,
9?
8, 9?
8.5. Let's go with 8.5.
Yeah. Okay. Then we came back and had lunch, and then we headed off on our second hike of the day, and our last hike of the trip, which was to Mirror Lake. It's another paved road following along a little creek, and then you get to a lake.
Yosemite is such a magical place. We got so lucky with this campsite.
And the weather.
And the weather. It's just so awesome.
Yep.
And so you gotta come
So
here.
I would give that one an 8 as well.
Yep, 8.5.
Okay.
On our way home to Las Vegas, we used the east exit, where we got a whole different view of the park. We reached elevations of over 9,000 feet, with beautiful mountain views, peaks, lakes, and even a meadow. We stopped at Olmstead Point as we drove through Tioga Pass, which offers stunning views of Yosemite from a whole different perspective. You can see the northern side of Half Dome in the distance and explore boulders that are staggered around granite slopes. If possible, you should really enter and exit Yosemite in different directions or different entrances to be able to see all the beautiful landscape this park offers.